Hi, welcome to Sacred Enzyme. I'm Stacy. I hope you're doing well. So I had one of the channel viewers in the comments had asked me a question about how to spin your atoms, how to achieve a state of bliss, and one of the ways, and to help with your astral travel experience, to get better recollection and memory recall. Well, the first thing I recommend is everybody keeps a dream journal of some sort. If you've got to just open your phone and type it in your notes, voice type it in your notes, write it down on a piece of paper. When you get up in the morning, take 30 minutes, get up 30 minutes earlier if you have to. 30 minutes by yourself. Nobody talking to nobody. You need to be alone. I've done this my entire life. My dad used to call me a sore-tailed cat. So what I want to show you is a technique that I learned, and I kind of applied some trial and error to it. It's like, hey, well, what happens if you do it like this? You know, the one kid that wets her finger and sticks it in the light socket? That'd be like me. I'm always wanting to know what happens if you do something. What happens? What's going to happen? All right, so I learned about this technique from Dan Winter. And Dan Winter got this information from somewhere else. And I've watched a bunch of his videos in the past couple years, so I couldn't tell you which one it's from. But anyway, he talks about making a figure eight using all of your chakra zones, okay? So what you do is you visualize all of your chakra zones just lit up, okay? And then if you just took them and they were on a stick, okay? And then you took the stick and you started visually making a figure eight. Now make sure that all your figure eights go in the clockwise position, because we're tuning in to the 13th archetype, guys. Okay, so we don't want to be doing them backwards. We're already stuck in a closed loop. So we want to make sure, because I'm not using whatever that is that they put the mask and stuffs on where it flips everything, Snapchat. Because I'm not using Snapchat, I'm not sure how it shows up. But anyway, you just make a figure eight with your body using your chakras. You don't even have to move your body, but if it helps you get the form right, then do what you got to do, okay? The other thing is, I recommend doing a 320 hertz solar plexus chakra sound bath when you do this. And you need to do the whole thing. Now, I'm going to tell you that when you do a solar plexus chakra sound bath, your stomach will hurt the first time you do it. The reason why is because the solar plexus has to be tuned in order for the root to reach the heart, guys. Does that make sense? The root has to go to the heart, but it has to pass through the solar plexus, which is not a mistake that everything that we're eating is poison in our body, okay? This is why everybody should be eating lots of rich orange foods. Like right now, pumpkin and squash is your best friend. This is why I'm creating a squash soap. I got a pumpkin. I have a pie pumpkin that I cooked and used it. I saved the seeds and I saved the peelings with part of the flesh on it, because a lot of the nutrition is in the skin. I put it in my dehydrator and dehydrated it, turning it to powder. This is how I make all of my apothecary soaps. And this is one of the reasons why I started the new channel, because I don't want to convolute all of the spiritual work with the homesteading stuff and the recycling, the repurposing, and re-nourishing ourselves, because the skin is the biggest organ on our bodies, guys. Okay, so you want to envision that all of these chakras are doing figure eights, okay? Now, remember in the last video where we talked about how if you take trees and put them end on end on end, right, that you get this shape that goes in all different directions. Okay, well, you want to do this figure eight motion in several different ways. You want to do it up and down. You want to envision your chakras all making this figure eight at the same time. Okay, this is very important. I just got a thump from Theo. Very important, okay? This is what I think symbolism of the Ankh is, right? Okay, while you're listening to the sound bath. Now, I recommend that everyone get a short chair where your feet sit on the ground and you're almost sitting in a stance, like a lot of times I sit in my chair here, where you're sitting in a stance where your feet are flat on the ground and your knees are up, and it's almost like a birthing position. Kid you not, guys. 2, this is really important because it's connecting your feet to the earth. Barefoot, guys, barefoot. Okay? Get a comfortable position in the chair. Sit up straight. Put your feet on the earth, okay? Bare feet. All right. You're going to visualize the figure eights. The figure eights, okay? So here we go. You see how I'm just kind of moving my body a little bit? And when I first start, this helps me. It helps me get my flow. So I'll keep doing this, making these shapes until I'm doing it now in my mind. I'm seeing all of my zones moving. All of them are moving. All of them are moving. It's in one nice rhythm. That figure eight's going. I'm listening to this music and I'm feeling it instantaneously right here in my belly. I mean, I'm getting a pain in my belly. Kid you not. Well, this is our umbilical cord to Mother Earth, right? Okay, so let's do these processes for a while. Then we're going to switch, okay? So then we're going to imagine that we're doing these figure eights like this, okay? You start out, go in the clockwise position, bring it back through, okay? So we can just lean back and forth like this until we get the rhythm, right? We can get this rhythm in our heads. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground and you're making the rhythm of the figure eight. Sometimes it helps if you get into a little motion where you kind of just doing a thriller move like Michael Jackson did with his shoulders. Kind of like the belly dance. This is what belly dancing is. Spinning atoms, guys. Spinning atoms. Achieving a state of bliss. Achieving a state of bliss. After you do that for a while, you can just kind of visually guide yourself through this process. Visually. Okay? Now that we've done those, let's take it out, guys. So let's do the figure eight out. Right? Let's take it out, bring it back. I don't have much room behind my chair. You guys get the drift, right? You're bringing it out. You're taking it clockwise. Remember, we're taking it clockwise. So we're bringing it out. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it out. We're bringing it back. Okay? Keep doing that with your body until you can get in your mind to visualize all of this happening. All of this happening. And you're listening to this music, the sound bath. This 320 hertz frequency, solar plexus, chakra sound bath. Make sure it's a sound bath. And do the video in its entire duration. If it's 30 minutes, I recommend a minimum of 30 minutes. But if you do this in the evening, if you can take a couple days a week, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Get you a nice comfortable chair that you can sit in. Put your feet on the ground. If you have wood floors, that's great. If you have stone floors like I do, I have terrazzo floors, so I can ground in my house, outside, everything. This is a conductor here. So get a grounding mat. There's grounding mats. I have one right here. I'll show you. This is a grounding mat you can order off of Amazon. This connects into the outlet, guys. This is all it takes. This cord is super long, okay? You can't ever spend time outdoors. Everybody should be sleeping on one of these. Mine's got dog hair on it. This one's for my dogs. My dogs, I plug this in front of the window, and when they're in here and I'm creating content, they're grounded to the earth, guys. These are excellent for kids. If you have a baby that sleeps in a pack and play or something like that, you can put this under their little crib. You know, of course, don't let them get in and get the wires, but put it underneath where it's underneath the sheet, and then run this out underneath and plug it in. Your baby will be grounding to the earth. This is so good for you. You put one under your sheets. Sleep on top of this. Ground the bed to the planet. You can do a sound bath with your feet on this. These are like $20 on Amazon. I ordered my kids one. I ordered my husband one because when they're at their desk, they need to have their feet on this. This is really good for people who can't get outside. People in nursing homes. These are really good. We need to be grounding. Kids that are on the spectrum, you know, they need to have outdoor time, big time. They need to be working with the land, working with animals. You know, get some chickens. things like that. So when you do the sound bath frequency, if you do it in the evening, a couple times a week, before you get ready to go to bed, do an hour, and then speak out loud before you go to bed, your prayers, your nightly affirmations, whatever you do. Excuse me. See, this information, they don't want it coming out into the field. Trying to choke me. Okay. So you say out loud that you will recall, that you want to interact, you want full interaction, you want full recollection upon waking, and whatever it is that you would like to achieve in that astral experience. And that, you know, remind yourself that you're a sovereign being when you astral travel, and you have ability to interact, and you have full recall. This is how you start remembering what's going on in all these other timelines. It works. It works. So with that, it's 11 minutes, a great place to stop, right? For the mirror. Don't forget, 320 hertz, solar plexus chakra sound bath. Figure eights, up, going clockwise, side to side, going clockwise, front to back, going clockwise. You get the figure eight in all directions. You're spinning your atoms. And when you do this, and you're doing this with all your chakra zones, it held in your focus, guys. Hold it in your focus. Anchor in yourself. You are like a rod stuck in this ground right here. You imagine that you are basically a rod. You use your mind. You think that you are sitting like a horse on one of those carousels with the thing going right through the top of your head. You're going to envision the light, God source, coming through your crown and going through your feet and connecting with the earth. And way back in the beginning, I did a video that shows you how you seal your field, how you bring your crown down to your root, talk to Mother Earth, connect to Mother Earth, ask for your protection, bring your shield up, and circle your body in a cocoon of light. You always prepare yourself before you astral travel. You always protect yourself. Lately, I've been wearing black tourmaline at bedtime because I've been getting really beat up. I mean, I've been waking up with bruises everywhere on my arms. Let's see, are they finally healing? Well, I still got some. I wake up with them around my wrists. They'll be around my wrist and they'll be around my legs. And I've been waking up also. I woke up the other day and this whole side of my nose and the whole outside of it was sore. And that's usually when, and migraines, 2 migraines, I mean, really bad ones. And so, you know, I know stuff is happening to me in astral and I'm being wiped. And, you know, when they go up your nose, it's never a good thing. So, you know, last night, I remember to put my black tourmaline on, or 2 nights ago, and I woke up feeling much better yesterday, but I still had a lot of upper back pain in between my shoulder blades. And I get a lot of energy that gets locked in there. And, you know, my back is fused. I have a rod, metal rod that goes from L3 all the way down through my sacrum. And so I have a lot of screws and stuff in there. So I have some broken screws. And so my back is always really stiff. So this is a lot of times why you guys see me moving around so much in my videos. I have a hard time sitting still. It's very uncomfortable for me. But then I can't spend a lot of time up walking around and doing things. So I have to pace myself, guys. I have to pace myself. But, you know, it doesn't keep my mind from not doing the things I want to do. It may take me a lot longer, but that doesn't matter. Because this broken body I got is not going to keep me from being able to get myself and my family untangled from the matrix. I mean, we have to step into embodiment. So when you do this, I would love to hear, and I got another thing from Theo, I would love to hear what happens. I would love to hear how you were able to either interact, how you were either able to have a recollection event, because, you know, it may be just small at first, but it grows, it grows, it grows. So with that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos. This is a non-profit channel. Remember, Sacred Enzyme share spiritual knowledge with no dollar signs, guys, no dollar signs. I did start another channel that this one will be all about what we're doing and with the home, and you know, making homemade soaps, putting nutrition in the soaps, dehydrating foods, growing plants, sharing heirloom seeds, alchemy gardening, reusing, repurposing, recycling, building our community garden, you know, and helping ourselves. Even as I have this music playing in the background, I feel like I got a knife sticking right in my stomach. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to do this today. I haven't been to a sound bath in a couple of weeks. She does them twice a month, so I haven't been in a month. So yeah, it's time for, I'm past due. So with that, when you come and find me, I'll be here. Oh, the new channel name is listed on the last video. I put the link in the description box, so you guys can copy the link and come on over and check it out. So I'm super excited, and I'm hoping to catch you on the next one and get you guys involved in the community and the Earth Exchange program. I feel like we really got to get this started before we step into 2026. So I hope to catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.